Good morning, good morning, good morning. Some daily motivation, daily message, man. Some daily thoughts, we gotta have those. um, yeah, so y'all know, well, not everybody, but I work in the schools, or I shouldn't say in the schools, but I go to the schools every day. Taking them their grub, their little food, that kind of stuff. And I gotta talk louder. And so, let me see. I just turned the truck off. And so, yeah, I keep telling people, not just my people, I don't care what color you is when it comes to this. When it comes to the kids, color free. We are color free. So I'm telling parents, especially not all parents, because all parents don't want to, they're not looking for ways to keep their children safe and healthy. And so I'm talking to those parents that find themselves concerned about the dyes, about the poisons, about the chemicals, about all of these things that you hear America or our government approving of to be done just to stretch it, just to make more money, just to make a product go longer, just to get more out of a product. And in the end, that's to make more money, waging their money for our children's health and our health. And so I'm telling you, as I take produce to these schools every day in Florida, when they start realizing that too many parents are waking up, too many parents are not just parents, but even individuals, they want to be healthy. They start talking about no GMOs. They start talking about no dyes, and they start trying to put their children's health set straight. They are figuring all of this out, just like a long time ago, they figured out, okay, well, people are getting hip to plant-based, so we'll make plant-based as well, but we'll just make it in a chemical plant. It's still plant-based. And so they're catching up to us trying to be healthy. All right, I'm saying a lot to say a lot. All right, but I want to get to my point. I go in today, the cauliflower, they have rainbow cauliflower. They have cauliflower that is orange, green, yellow, red, purple, like all of the dyes. They have broccoli the same way. So in essence, if you are trying to be wise to the chemicals of America that they put in our food and give to our children, be very careful. I talked before about homeschooling your children. If you are sending your children to that school, it is going to be very hard to get around what they are trying to do. Unless, obviously, you're sending your child with their own lunch and trusting your child not to look at somebody else's lunch and think it may look good just because everybody else is eating it and it's the cool thing to do at that time. And so it ain't always, because they wanted it because they was hungry, or because, sometimes it's just peer pressure. Sometimes it's just to do that thing that is to be in. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. And so, yeah, man, be very careful, because they are putting those dyes, those chemicals, those poisons, those things that you are trying to dodge, they're putting it right into your child's food, and they're giving it to them at school. Once again, I just saw so many different colors of broccoli, and I love broccoli. I mean, I love broccoli so much, I'm wondering, is it supposed to be green now? Like, what is the real color? Is broccoli and cauliflower the same? Like, should have been one color, and then they got tired, or did they get tired of just plain broccoli and then make cauliflower? Which one? But now, seriously speaking, since I do love both of them, I know they are different. But when I just seen 4 different colors of broccoli and maybe 6 different colors of cauliflower, I said to myself, damn. You think you're going to get away from it, but if you're sending your child to that school, they have so many different ways of catching them up and giving them or getting them involved in the curriculum of what they want to get them involved in. And I know curriculum is a study, is what's in their education learning, but they're still learning that. So in a lot of ways, the whole school, the whole environment is a curriculum. They are picking these things up, and if they're doing it every day on a routine basis, that's learning, man. That is studying, learning, and it can turn into a serious behavior and character trait and something in the end that's damaging your child's health. We know that for a fact at this point. Speaking of which, I want to say something also about the schools. I find it highly insulting. I know I have grandchildren, a lot of them. I know how the schools want to start instituting all of these different ideas, and I hate to say it, but it seems mostly to be some type of woke, stubborn agenda. Some BS coming from the book, the Democrats side, and these schools that favor these Democrats. I'm telling you, I'm in St. Pete, but it looked like St. Pete want to turn blue so bad. Last year, one of my, they sending kids home, 2 and 3 year old kids, talking about teaching them Swahili. Black, of course. That's cool. But can they learn English first? That's cool. But can they learn even how to spell their name, write their name? That's cool. But are you going to do it more than one day? So now, yesterday, Jordan Park Elementary. Jordan Park. Man, y'all better be careful with these schools in these black neighborhoods. These schools with all of these black teachers. These schools that sometimes they don't even know how silly they are, pushing the curriculum and pushing the BS that they pushing. Sometimes they don't even realize. When you got people not smart enough to realize that they're being used, then those aren't the people you want teaching your children, because they will argue with you when you tell them that's not right, or that's not what they should be learning, or you don't want they'll argue you down because they are too stupid or too sleep, or as they say today, too woke to realize that they are being used. I walk in and they are teaching these kids, 3-year-old kids, a play. They want them to be in a play, Rosa Parks. And of course they want some little light-skinned girl to say, no, I'm tired. I'm not getting up for no white man. A little 3-year-old girl that they had to tie her shoes. I saw them. They had to tie her shoes. She can't spell her name. She can say her ABCs. She can't write no words, period. She's only 3. But what I'm saying is, before you start teaching these kids hatred, and I say hatred because if it was just their history, you wouldn't have to have no 3-year-old kid saying, I'm not getting up for no white man. I'm tired. I'm listening to this and I'm like, wow. And I said, nah. If you're asking me what I think you should not let your child be in this play. But it's a black play. No, it's not about the play. You just said your child couldn't read, can't write, can't tie their shoes. This school ain't teaching them nothing. But they want to teach them some hate. They want to teach them some hate history, not black history, because you're not teaching them nothing if you're coming at them at the end of February. It's the end of February. That's when the play is, February 28th, last day. And they're just teaching them about, like I said, if these kids could read, write, that's different. Start learning about your history, but you don't have to take kids that can't even understand the words that they're saying, they don't even know their names and how to spell their names, but you want to teach them about Rosa Parks. I love that. I love everything about Rosa Parks. But why now? Why 3 years old? Why can't they learn how to read first a little bit? Why can't they learn how to write the word red or blue? Or even the number 1, 2. Why can't they learn how to write? Period. They ain't even teaching our kids how to write no more. My little grandpa, they not teaching our kids how to write. You know why? Because they're giving them tablets. I know this for a fact. They're not even teaching them. So be very careful. If you can, take advantage of that school, that homeschooling that Donald Trump is telling you could get the funds away from the public school to do this. Don't miss out on something following dummies that say they hate Donald Trump. You could hate somebody and still get it out of them. Ask these sisters what they doing with the government all day. All of them don't love the government, but they know how to work the government. So you can hate something and still get the best out of it. With all of your doings, be a blessing to somebody today. The words of your mouth, $1 or morsel to eat. May God bless you and you bless somebody. Be good. Peace.